Infinity Nikki introduced a new and improved beginner tutorial with the 1.2 update, and I will be going over everything you can expect in the tutorial and prologue portion, which is just the second part of the tutorial. This video is for people who have never played a game like Infinity Nikki, so I will be explaining every little detail from what a gacha game is, how to double jump, the difference between a basic and a premium currency, and other details. So if you're looking for something specific, check out the timestamps in the description. I will be using keyboard and mouse for this video, and for the sake of time, I'll be shortening some cutscenes, so please enjoy those in your game. With all of that said, let's get started. When you start the game, you'll be presented with a cutscene introducing you to the character you'll be playing as, which is this girl named Nikki. She also has her best friend Momo tagging alongside her. While looking for a dress for Nikki's graduation party, this beautiful red dress transports you and Momo to another world. You wake up in these beautiful ruins, and this is the beginning of the tutorial. You'll be using the WASD keys on your keyboard for moving around, and you'll be using your mouse to change your view. Using your mouse to change your perspective will help you find resources in the future and look around your environment without having to move. Once you've gotten the hang of moving and looking around, you'll go to the next part. You'll be doing a lot of jumping in this game, so this part of the video is crucial. To jump over obstacles, press your spacebar. To jump slightly higher, press and hold your spacebar. For comparison, this is what just tapping your spacebar looks like, and this is what pressing and holding your spacebar looks like. And here's the difference between the two. If you want to extend your jump, as in go slightly further, you'll press your spacebar once to jump off the ledge, and then press it again to do a small jump in the air. This is also known as double jumping. In the tutorial, you'll have the jump guidelines on, and this helps show where you'll land if you were to jump in this direction. This is helpful in the beginning to help you get the hang of how far you can jump, and eventually you'll have the option to turn this on or off in settings once you're out of the tutorial. When you jump and hover in the air, that's called floating. Your jumping outfit is your floating outfit, and when you are floating in the air, you'll gradually descend back down to the closest landing spot, and you can see that with this shadow marker under you. In the tutorial, it's set so that the shadow under you has a highlighted ring around it. Once you're out of the tutorial, you can change it so that it's just the shadow or also has the highlight around it in setting. The shadow is super helpful in figuring out where your landing spot is, so if you don't know how far you'll go, look for your shadow or the highlight to know where you're going to land. Alright, this next part can get a little complicated, so this shiny 4-pointed star is your basic currency, which is called Bling. Blings are going to be the money that you use everywhere in the game. You're going to spend bling when you purchase clothes from NPCs, you're spending bling when you craft clothes, you're going to spend bling to do mini games, and in other parts of Infinity Nikki. Although you're spending bling everywhere, it's also super easy to earn bling everywhere. Sometimes they're just sitting out in the world for you to collect. You'll earn blings through quests, you'll get them when you find chests, and you can even earn blings from defeating monsters. I mentioned that blings are your basic currency, and that's because in games like Infinity Nikki, which are gacha games, there are generally two categories of currency: basic and premium. Premium currency generally refers to a type of money you can use in the game to get fancier stuff or extra stuff. In this game, there are two types of premium currency. There is the main one called Diamonds, which you can earn in-game by doing certain quests, finding certain treasure chests, and other things. And I'll get to what you use diamonds for later in this video when we get to the gacha portion. The other premium currency is the paid one called Stellarite. You can only get Stellarite by spending real-life money. Let me repeat that. You can only get Stellarite by spending real-life money. I will get to what Stellarite is used for later in this video when we get to the gacha portion. So to summarize, there are 3 total currencies. 1 is the basic currency, and 2 are the premium currencies. The basic one is called Blings, and you use it everywhere in the game. One of the premium currencies is called Diamonds, and you can earn those by playing the game. And the other premium currency is called Stellarite, where you have to spend real money to get that currency. So the currencies are Blings, Diamonds, and Stellarite. Let's move on. In games like Infinity Nikki, the character you play has an attacking ability. But what makes Infinity Nikki a bit different is that there is no attacking, but there is purifying. So your left click is your purification orb, aka your attack. To purify, click your left mouse button and aim towards the monster. And in this game, monsters are called S-Link. Blings. Eventually, you'll be led to the mysterious tower, and this will start your cutscene with Ena the Curator. Again, I'm shortening the cutscene parts, but in this cutscene, Ena gives us the power called the Heart of Infinity, and she tells us to go to this place called Mirrorland and revive all the miracle outfits. This leads us to another cutscene of Nikki waking up in a different set of ruins, but this time there's no pretty dress, just our regular clothes. This marks the start of the prologue. And the purpose of the prologue is for you to learn the UI, also known as the user interface, which basically means what all the icons on the screen mean, where they are on your screen, what buttons you have to click to open them, and things like that. One of the first things you do after the cutscene is opening your wardrobe. To select something with your mouse, you need to hold the left Alt key and then click on the icon, or you can press C on your keyboard for your wardrobe. This game gives you a quick overview of how things are categorized in your wardrobe, and the icons are self-explanatory. And if you didn't know yet, Infinity Nikki is a big dress-up game, with many different categories for clothing and accessories. As of the 1.2 update, there are also 3 skin tones to choose from, technically 4 if you're including the default skin tone. By default, Nikki has a light complexion. But if you want a fair one, there is an option called Moonlit Snow. For a medium complexion, there is a skin tone called Twilight Reflections, and for a deep complexion, there is a skin tone called Passionate Banquet. Once you're satisfied with your current appearance, you will proceed into the prologue, and you'll see this star. By default, the F key will be your interaction button, and you can change it in your settings if you want it to be a different key. Once you approach this star, this will start a cutscene and you will obtain your first Whimstar, and this introduces you to your Heart of Infinity. The best way to describe the Heart of Infinity is that it's like a skill tree. There will be different skills to unlock, improve on, level up, and there will be different bonuses for you to unlock that will help you later in the game. And the Heart of Infinity is a key part of your gameplay. Every time Nikki gets inspiration for something in the Heart of Infinity, that means she's unlocking a new outfit sketch. To unlock a new sketch, you'll need Whimstars, and after you get out of the prologue, you'll need Bling as well. Nikki goes on to describe what a Whimstar is, and it's basically the source of your power. The more Whimstars you collect, the more you can upgrade in your Heart of Infinity. So you're gonna want to do your best to collect as many as possible. Once you get your floating sketch, you will press the Y key and open your Sketches tab. This is the crafting clothes part of the game. To craft sketches, you'll need the clothing piece, the crafting materials, and Bling. You get more crafting materials by collecting things in the world, which you'll learn later in the game. Once you have crafted all materials, you'll click Quick Craft, and it will show all the parts of the outfit you just created. Once you jump over this bookcase, you will see this shining light in the distance, and these are pieces of writing that gives you hints about what's happening in the world or what had happened. And if you're a big fan of lore, you'll want to keep an eye out for these books. As of the 1.2 update, the books don't count towards anything, but that may change in the future, so let me know in the comments if it does. In Infinity Nikki, you'll be collecting a lot of things. In this prologue portion, you can pick up plants and fruit, which is obvious to spot with the sparkling effects. To collect these, you'll press your F key. Again, your F key is your interaction key for everything. There's another book here that you can read through, and don't forget to use your mouse to change your perspective, because there may be hidden materials in areas you don't immediately see. And here is your first chest. The pink ones are going to be the highest rarity chest as of the 1.2 update. They give you diamonds, blings, mirror EXP, which is your experience points, and threads of purity, or threads for short. Threads are also used for crafting clothes. If you haven't noticed yet, there is an orange diamond marker almost always on the screen here, and that's to help guide you to where the next part of the quest is. Using your jumping skills, you'll jump towards this Whimstar and then the other side of the platform. It will start another cutscene guiding you to the Purification ability outfit. The cutscene shows where you need to go to continue the quest, and then you'll get this dialogue from Momo where he talks about how he can help you find Whimstars. And this is the part about Momo's view, which is a really easy way to find Whimstars once you enter a certain range. You'll know you're near one when you see the icon shake and you see the outline of a pink Whimstar. To lock on the star, you'll press F and it will show you where you need to go to get that Whimstar. This starts another cutscene where Nikki gets inspiration and you unlock the Purification ability outfit in your Heart of Infinity. To open your Heart of Infinity, press the I key on your keyboard. Click on the highlighted node, click on Acquire, and now you have the Wind of Purity sketch. Emphasis on the word sketch, because you don't have the outfit just yet. You need to craft your outfit now. Click on this thread icon here and you'll be taken to this screen. And you'll see the materials you need to craft this sketch. Ideally in this game, you're going to want to collect as much as you can because it will make your crafting a lot easier. You won't have to go back and forth from this screen as often if you have it all already. Once you got your purification outfit, head back to that S-Link and left click to purify. This will start another quick cutscene. Just as a note, you may see this floating triangle on some areas in the game. If you approach those, you can see that you can interact with the thing that's there. In this case, you can see these ancient murals, which refer to moments that have happened in Mirrorland before we've arrived. As we approach this pink stained glass window, this introduces us to the gacha portion of the game. And in Infinity Nikki, it's called Resonance. If you don't know what a gacha game is a type of game that involves the player to spend in-game currency or real-life money to obtain random virtual items, where some items have a higher chance of getting picked than others. All of these beautiful clothing pieces, hairs, accessories, and more are items you will get at random when you do a resonance, also known as a gacha pull. In Infinity Nikki, there are two types of banners. There is the permanent banner and the limited banner. As insinuated in the name, the permanent banner will be there permanently, and the limited banner will be there for a limited time. Typically, when there are big updates, there will be new limited banners. Remember when I said I'd get back to what diamonds and stellarites are used for? This is that part of the video. For the tutorial, they give us one resonite crystal, which is the material used to pull on the permanent banner. But if you don't have resonite crystals, you can use 120 diamonds for one resonance or 1,200 diamonds for a 10 pull of resonance. If you don't have diamonds or resonite crystals, but you are willing and able to spend real money, you can buy Stellarite. Stellarite and diamonds have a 1-to-1 value, meaning 1 Stellarite equals 1 diamond. So if you don't have diamonds or resonite crystals, 120 Stellarite equals 1 resonance, and 1,200 Stellarite equals a 10 resonance. On the permanent banner, there is a feature called Tidal Guidance. This will help you obtain parts of the outfit you want more quickly. You'll be shown the screen of 4 different outfit sets to choose from, but if you click on Outfit Preview, you can see what it will look like on Nikki. These are 5-star outfits, meaning they are the highest rarity of clothing in the game. Typically, 5 stars will have a fancy animation, complex details on the clothes, and 5 stars will have the highest glow-up scores. But you don't have to worry about the scores until later in the game. Once you've finished previewing the 5-star outfits on the permanent banner, you can pick one outfit to target in your Tidal Guidance. This ensures that every time you get a 5-star pull on the permanent banner, it will be a part of that outfit set until you complete the outfit. Let me repeat that. Once you've selected your Tidal Guidance, every 5-star pull on the permanent banner will give you a part of that outfit set until you've completed the outfit. When you do resonance, it's not just 5-star outfits in that pull. There are 3-star pieces, 4-star pieces, and even repeats of 3-star pieces. But with the Tidal Guidance, you won't get a 5-star repeat until you complete the full set you're working towards. That was an introduction into the gacha system, so if you want an even more in-depth explanation, let me know in the comments, or you can find me at Panik Duck on any of my socials. Let's move on. Once you exit the resonance page, you'll hear someone yelling at S-Links and you'll go towards the voice. This introduces you to another key gameplay function, the mid-air plunge, or you may know it as a ground pound. You're going to jump above the S-Lings, and when you press Q on your keyboard, this will plunge you down and purify any S-Lings within a certain range. This will start your cutscene with Dada, the head of the Flourish Stylist Guild. And to summarize this cutscene, she tells us that our ability to use special outfits, create clothes out of random materials, and even purify S-Lings is because we are a stylist. She also tells us that Flourish, the town she's from, has been having mysterious coma incidences, but then she gets a call and has to head back. She then tells us to find her at the Flourish Stylist Guild to register as a stylist and to pick up our Pear Pal, which is basically our communication device. Once you leave the ruins, the orange diamond indicator will tell you to keep on moving, but I suggest you look around for materials to pick up and Blings to collect. If you head to this box here and plunge, you'll reveal another pink chest, and this one happens to have a clothing sketch, so be sure to keep an eye out for other chests because some of them may have clothing sketches as well. In the distance, you see a column emanating pink light, but before I tell you what that is, you just unlocked your mini-map. To see your full map, press M on your keyboard, and when you see this little navigation arrow, that's where you are currently. You can also see how many Whimstars you've collected in this area. And again, with the orange diamond quest marker, it shows you where the next part of your quest will be. Walk 3 more steps, and you've just unlocked your first Warp Spire. These are different tower columns that you can teleport to, and if you happen to faint or lose all your hearts, you'll be teleported to the nearest Warp Spire. Now, you may be thinking, faint? How am I gonna faint in this game? Well, first, get this Whimstar here by jumping and wading the water, and if you decide to go for a swim, well, you faint and lose 1 heart. You can also lose a heart by falling into the abyss, and unfortunately, Nikki can't swim. So, yeah, as you move towards your quest marker, you will see these tiny stars with a purple bubble around it. Aim towards them and use left click to purify them. Once purified, it will rush towards you and you collected your first dues of inspiration. These can be used to exchange with a certain NPC later. In the distance, you'll see these flying blue creatures, and as you approach them, it'll start another cutscene of Nikki exploring the area, arriving at Flourish, and congratulations, you have completed the tutorial and prologue. That was a lot of stuff to learn in a short amount of time, so feel free to go back and watch any part if you need more clarification. And if you have any questions that I didn't answer in this video, comment down below or come to one of my Twitch streams where I stream Infinity Nikki and hopefully I have the answer for you. If you're having trouble remembering the currencies, I've made a whole separate video explaining them and you can watch here or linked in the description. And I've also made a whole video explaining how to level up your skills in the Heart of Infinity, which you can watch here or linked in the description. With all of that said, thank you so much for watching, and if you want more tips, tricks, and updates in Infinity Nikki, you can follow me at Panik Duck on all socials.